Change in leadership in Macomb for the city's downtown marketing development department. A recent Western Illinois University graduate, Savannah Ballard, is now responsible for the livelihood of downtown Macomb. Right now, she's organizing existing events like Park and Cruise, and she says her main goal is now to attract more students to the downtown area. Ultimately, she wants to give back to the community she grew to love.
I was able to work with some volunteer organizations such as the Humane Society of McDonough County, and I had a few part-time jobs, and I really just enjoyed the overall atmosphere of Macomb and the people that I interacted with, and I was really interested and excited to potentially make Macomb my home.
Ballard replaces Kristen Terry, who held the position for 7 years before taking a job at WIU.